grocery time. Let me say this. I'm going to tell you how much this costs. When you finish this grocery haul, you are gonna be shocked. Food is now extremely expensive. It's expensive that I was watching a video on TikTok the other day. People saying, how are we expected to survive? Like, we can barely cover our household costs. Like, that's how much food is expensive. But I'm going to show you our grocery haul. As you see, some of the things are organic. We always prefer organic, but if there's no organic thing, then we buy non-organic, but we always prefer organic. We just feel like it's the best choice, but that's for our family. So let's get into this. Number one is this naked bread, and we bought some bagels, so we couldn't find any organic bagel, huh? Bagels and bagels. These bagels are good too. Like, these are Thomas bagels. Looks like they are very common in America because Papa and Nana always buy this brand. These are the bagels. And then we bought some meat. Let me say this. This is chicken thighs. Okay, this is how small. Guess how much it is? $9.75. This is just like 1 pound. $9. That's organic meat. And then he found the one that was not organic because he couldn't find an organic meat. And then this one, where's the price, hon? This one is one pound 50. 150. Is that what? Price is, no, it's 4 pounds and it's $6. So here they make it impossible for you to get organic food. And some of you may say organic food and non-organic food. I don't know, you guys. There are things that I can taste differently. For example, eggs, they taste different. I can taste different chicken, but to each their own. Is that what the English word? To each their own. And there's a new variant of you know what. Usually for us, when we feel like we're getting a little cold or we're getting you know what, honey always comes in handy for us. Sometimes it depends on how sick we are. Sometimes we make a concoction, but when it's just studying honey, so we bought 3. I still think we're gonna buy more because the way they say this variant, if it's the same variant as the one that we had in Botswana. Let me explain this. In Botswana, I got extremely sick. You guys, I could barely breathe. And it was so bad. I was sick for 3 weeks. This is why we did not go to a lot of adventures, because my sickness threw everything off. I was so sick of this cold. I think it was you know what, because I've never in my life gotten that sick. I never had a problem breathing when I was walking around, and this is why I stopped walking, because initially I walked when I got it and I could not breathe. So if that's you know what, honey, too bad we don't have those plants that we have in Botswana, so I had to drink that. If that's what is this, if that's the variant they're talking about, brace yourself. It is extremely hard on the body. If you're already sick and you already have other stuff, you're gonna be in trouble. Please pray to God to help you. And not only that, if you're fat like me, or even bigger, it's going to be hard on you. I promise, because my husband got it a little bit, he not get sick. But I was noticing that people that were a lot heavier were getting it harder. I feel that down there, our hearts are closed with fats. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it more, because I know some people get offended when I talk about that. But that's why I need to work on my body, because I cannot let that variant come back to me. English breakfast tea, and then this rice has been so cheap. It's organic rice, and how much is it per pound, hon?
About $2.79 a pound.
$2.79 a pound, and we bought some beans, garbanzo beans, in case you don't have time to make beans. We've been eating beans a lot, bean salad. Actually, when I was flying in Ethiopian Airways, they made this bean salad. It was phenomenal. It was just beans and some Italian seasoning, Italian dressing to it, and we loved it. And now we are on it. And then also I bought some corn there, and some potatoes, some veggies here, yogurt. We eat a lot of yogurt, some croutons, some eggs. How much are these eggs, love?
$5.99.
$5.99. How much is inorganic one?
$2, $2.50.
Yeah, there's a huge difference, you know. It's so sad. I know that people don't believe there's a difference. Or if I've ever tasted the different taste of it, what's going on? It's making the economy now is making it very impossible to survive for the poor. That's the reality of it. That number one, you cannot afford a housing. Number two, you cannot afford land. Number three, we used to think that we can afford groceries, but looks like now we cannot afford groceries. If you did, if we can afford groceries, we have to buy the ones that are lower quality or cheaper. Because if we're gonna try to go high the way God made it, you are not gonna survive. That's how it is. The poor at this point, as they say, in the past there was rich and the middle class, but now we're getting to the point whereby there's no longer middle class. It's the rich and the poor. That's just where they're getting. It looks like there's no more middle class. It's so sad, but you know it's by design. We need to look up to the elites to make us, like, to control us. That's the reality of it. Unfortunately, it's going faster than we thought. But you know what? And no, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm telling you the truth. Before I continue, let me tell you a story. There's a story in the Bible. It's a very story of the things that we are getting into. They look similar. There's a guy called Gideon. This guy was a child of the Lord and really trusting the Lord. But it got to so point that the people in power took over everything. Whether it's weapons, they were even taking food from them. That it got so bad that Gideon, they hid their food. Like, I'll take this food, okay? I'll dig a hole and then hide the food. That's how bad it was getting. I see us getting there. Of course, we're not gonna dig the hole, but how are we digging the hole? They're making food very, very expensive. They're gonna just start eating junk. That's where we're going. It is not funny. I don't know what we're laughing at.
He's a big fan of Gideon.
Oh, you love Gideon. So we're getting there. There's nothing new under the sun. We need... Yeah. We need to work so hard. If we can afford land, I was talking the other day that we bought land back home in Botswana. It's not like we don't see the future. We see the future. We want to prepare ourselves to where, if life becomes so unsustainable, you're like, okay, we're out of here. We're gonna do homesteading. We're buying land. We're buying cows. We're buying everything. We are preparing ourselves for that future. At the same time, we're living here because here we cannot afford that land. That's why we're doing that, so we can grow our own food. And these are bananas, some tortillas. Tell them how much that organic chicken costs with no hormones chicken.
It was $19.95.
$19. That's the organic chicken that does not have added stuff, that is just making all these things, because it's very important to eat food that is good for our bodies. But if you want to eat food that is like hormones and all this grown, filled with water, tell them how much that chicken was costing.
$7.
$7. How sad. It's not even 0.5%. It's like, no, it's not like 50%. It's way over 100% increase to eat real food. And I was actually hearing, there's another story that is coming there, is brewing. Apparently some of the elites out there, they're saying that eating meat is causing a lot of climate change. So as a result, we need to eat alternative meat. Like, it's so bad. When our God made food, what is going on? Do you want to get out? So that's what's going on. And let me show you more food that we got. Oh. Don't help me, please. Don't help me, please. And then, honey, continue what you got, please, for me.
Started out with my favorite part, the meat. Got a hamburger, organic hamburger. Got an organic chicken. The chicken is $3.49 a pound for organic. It's a big chicken, costs $19.95. This is making my heart cringe. The stew meat, which is typically the cheapest meat, I'm paying about $8 a pound. Huge difference for Botswana, where you pay about $2.10 to $3 a pound for their meat. Got some ginger. Got tortillas, got some canned beans, garbanzo beans, bananas, tea, cheese, vegetables. I tell you what, it's a pleasure to buy vegetables here in America. They're so plentiful. In Botswana, it's so hard to get green peppers. It's so easy to get it here. Vanilla extract, chocolate chips, potatoes, got some honey over there. This is the cheapest organic rice that I've been able to find. It's about $2.79 a pound. And so I definitely like buying this one. This was a total accident. I didn't look at the size of the bag. I wanted a big bag of Fritos. Got a little personal size bag. Got some honey, organic honey. Tillamook yogurt, which is my boys' favorite. Got some corn back there, cranberries, cereal for the boys, and got more yogurt back there. Got some Olive Garden salad dressing, barbecue chips for the boys, and then bread products. And then some chicken up here, boneless thighs, and then some chicken tenders. And you're all over those chips, aren't you, boy?
How much was it?
$299.
$299. That's only for a week. And tell them how much chicken do you go by in a day? One full chicken.
Well, we eat a full chicken.
We eat full chicken. So for the meat, it's gonna be $19. How crazy it is. That's the reality. But you know what? The fact that you are still breathing and healthy, that's more blessing than anything. So yeah.